So folks, for a change of pace, the Signature crew is in Pennsylvania today in Abington Township in Roslyn, PA. And we are just past 8 a.m. It's about 20 minutes past 8. We have the entirety of the main roof torn off, and we're happy to report we assumed that we could have some trouble with sheathing. So we brought 3 boards to start. You could see right there up against the dumpster, 7/16, which is what they call half-inch OSB plywood, to mend any sheathing that could potentially need attention. But we're happy to report the boards that are up here, same as what can be seen from the underside of the garage. Although they are older, they're in great condition. It's solid lumber. It's not OSB board. So it holds up, and it has held up over the years. We have a few areas that are down by the eaves where you can see they've already been mended, and then you have a few areas like that which are just very high traffic, high water traffic areas. So those areas will take the 3 sheets of plywood that we have, and the same way that you see these boards that have been swapped out, probably because they were water rotted, we'll swap those out by the eaves. And then obviously once the eaves are, considered as far as the sheathing is concerned, then they're getting draped out today in a full certainty package. So the eaves will get ice and water from Winter Guard, and the rakes, and the valleys, and then everywhere else gets synthetic paper. And if you look, there is metal in the valleys. So we are going to replace that and make sure that metal goes back into the valley. You can see here there's a brand new board from the last time that the roof was replaced. Clearly the chimney, another high traffic water area. You were rotting there, so it's been replaced. I mean, it looks like the bulk of the damage that was on this roof was taken care of for us. That carpentry was done by the last person who did the replacement. And although this was an older package, a 3-tab shingle, so you see you just have basic 15-pound roof felt underlayments, nothing like the polymer paper and asphalt products that we're gonna put on today, but the roof was done very well. The chimney was flashed properly, both the stack that comes from inside and the actual chimney here on the outer wall in the back flashed correctly. Metal in the valleys to shore up high water traffic areas. Those are little touches that, typically when you're tearing off roofs 20 years or older, you're not seeing that stuff. So, with the very best materials that were available at the time the roof was put on, this was a good roof that was put on. That's going to save us a lot of time today and a lot of carpentry. Look, as this is getting cleaned up, this deck, look at it, okay? We wouldn't just change lumber for the sake of changing lumber, and we don't have any areas where we would consider changing any lumber. There's no area up on the roof that I would consider to be unnailable except for this board right here. So that will get swapped out, and then we'll start getting the underlayments on.